Hello and welcome to more Pokemon Amethyst. In the last time, we defeated the second gym leader and unlocked the way to go west, where we saw a bunch of bikers blocking the path. Or maybe we didn't actually unlock this way. Maybe we have to go a different way. I'm not sure. Anyway, in between last episode and now, the game actually received an update, and so now there is a second page in the options menu where you can configure some other things that weren't there before, like auto-sorting the bag, which I've already turned on. So that's pretty nice. But since we can't go west, I'll have to check the map again to see which way we actually are supposed to go. North by the looks of it. Actually, no, I don't think so. I think north is blocked off, right? Oh, right. We can't go west through the bikers, right? But there were cut trees to the south that we couldn't pass before, but we can pass now because we have cut. Okay, I actually have to teach someone cut, which is, not the most optimal since, it hasn't been buffed. Okay, none of our team members can learn cut. I'll see what I can do about that and come back. Okay, we're back. I happen to have found a random Nikita in the wild that can learn cut, and I named it Jungle Juice. Not technically a manga, it is Korean, so if you're offended somehow that I ruined the naming scheme, I'm sorry. I probably won't use Ninjask or Shijinja in this playthrough. I doubt the NPCs are stupid enough to be hardwalled by Shijinja anyway. They'd probably know to switch, and the creator probably would have configured their movesets to not be easily cheesable. Yeah, I replaced Sabikoi, even though it's been pretty instrumental in avoiding random wipes to a Zubat and removing toxic spikes in the previous gym. I think he can live out the rest of his days peacefully in the PC. Unfortunately, Breloom is the superior mushroom, in my eyes anyway. Let's see, there was a staircase upwards, which might lead to that TM, which I kinda do want. Our movesets are pretty boring right now. We literally have Vice Grip on Mawile. Why not? Okay, we can probably one-shot that with Bite. Happiny should give a decent chunk of XP, so let's give that to Fire Punch. And Bonsly we can one-shot even through Sturdy with Double Kick. Mime Jr. I'm not particularly scared of. All these Pokemon are at level 12. Yeah, I probably should have seen that coming. Actually, our Cherry Berry that we equipped for the gym and never actually ended up using came in clutch just then, but I don't think I need to keep the Petra Berry on Fletchinder there. Okay, Endure, not a very useful move. I doubt I'll ever use that TM. In my last playthrough of my own ROM hack, I complained that in Gen 3, Snatch is a TM, and in Emerald, it's given to you in the post-game for some reason, even though it's so useless a move. Like, bug types get no TMs. Literally, there isn't even a sprite for a bug type TM in the game, but for some reason Snatch has a TM. Make it make sense. We get the Metal Powder. I'm not planning on using Ditto, so that's pretty useless to me. Okay, here's the daycare that the bikers wanted to access. That might actually be useful. We can press select in the party menu to rearrange our Pokemon. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting quality of life feature. Just saves you a button press or two. I didn't mean to jump down that ledge, but there was a path that we missed, so I want to explore all we can. Gible is a pretty interesting Pokemon. We could add that to the team, but we already have a Dragon Ground type in Clevitas. I don't know, maybe if the game gets super difficult and we absolutely need a pseudo-legendary on the team, I'll return and add Gibble so that we can have a Garchomp. These two are being super polite, but let's see if their tune changes when they lose. Get a Quick Claw proc, that's pretty nice. And we get the flinch as well. Damn, this Pikachu just took a massive L. And we get the double KO. Yeah, Clevitas is really putting in some work in this fight. Alright, very nice. Let's see. Okay, the select thing is going to take some time to get used to, but for now, Godshackers can lead. What does this trainer have to say? A lost lamb approaches me. That's... You know what, yeah, I should start saying that, you know, just whenever I meet a new person, I just say a lost lamb approaches me. This trainer is giving out life pro tips over here. Take notes, everyone. Hatena is psychic, so let's just stay in. I don't think it'll have mystical fire or anything crazy like that. We could throw a leech seed on it. Even if it had magic bounce, we're immune to leech seed, so it wouldn't have been that big a deal. It can heal itself with life dew, but it's just a matter of a single flinch and it goes down easily. Yeah, Gibble is pretty interesting. I wouldn't have expected to see that so early in the game. Is there anything in this corner? There's a guy. Let's switch out Howl for second place and take on the guy. Krogunk? Okay, that's a bad matchup. Let's send out Howl. Honeclaws might be a bit threatening, but we do have... Oh, okay, it's a Zorua, so... Let's just quick attack. Yeah, okay. No risk there. I'm not gonna take the risk that this Krogunk has a dry skin. Peck is super effective anyway, so we can just KO unceremoniously. I don't think we even took a single bit of damage there. Pachirisu is fast enough to prevent us from running, so let's swap Howl out first. Okay, there are no hidden items there or anything. It was just that guy. He's the guardian of the southwest corner, I guess. Did we fight this fighter guy? Yeah, I think the problem is that the roots look so similar that... Or the roots are so big, and the tile sets are the same as in Vanilla Fire Red and Leaf Green, that it kind of looks samey, and I forget which places I have visited and which I haven't. So like, okay, yeah, this is retracing the way I came, and I think the way we're supposed to go is north to the daycare. Alright, so let's see if the bikers say anything when we approach from the other side. Oh no, they just disappear. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do as well. I block off the path, and then when someone gets around me, I just give up and disappear. But where is this? Okay, Heleo Ranch. I'm not sure I want to go there yet. I think I want to see what's to the west. Route 6. Okay. What's in the daycare? Our rival. His Pokemon laid an egg. Oh, we can give him an egg? And... Okay, we can give him an egg and he'll give me an egg, but we don't have any eggs. And I don't really feel like breeding. Oh, okay. This guy will just give us a free egg that we can immediately give away, even though we don't know what's in it. Let's see, maybe Howl can take a break in exchange for this egg. That's pretty exciting, but I'm not sure if I'll actually use it. Oh, that's right. If we have Flame Body on our team, the egg will hatch faster, so maybe Howl shouldn't take a break. I mean, it's tough to put my starter in the box, right? So maybe I'll put the random Ninkata in the box and see how that affects it. I'm not sure if we should give away the egg, because realistically, the egg will probably be the starter. So he'll probably give us an Eevee egg, and I'm not sure how much I want an Eevee on my team right now. Okay, item finder. Some tips are useful, some tips are not very useful. I think... I don't know. I'll keep reading the signs anyway, because that tip for using select to rearrange your party was pretty nice. And it looks like this patch of grass just lets you skip that trainer battle. Oh, there's like a little mini ledge hopping section in the south of this route. Fresh water, okay, that's pretty nice. That's a pretty good healing item for this point in the game. This is the wrong way. Oh, thank you, trainer tip sign. You know, that's very much appreciated. I always appreciate when someone tells me I'm just going the wrong way straight up. There's a TM there. Bulldoze. Okay, we already have that move on Clevitas, so not sure how useful that TM will be, but in case we ever forget it or need to relearn it, it'll be there. Not sure why that sign was telling me this is the wrong way when it's clearly the right way. I mean, this is just taking you up here, right? Oh, Morpeko. I really dislike Morpeko. It's very annoying to face. I only ever seem to find it in random battles where it just seems to outspeed everything. And if it doesn't outspeed, then it outspeeds after a single aura wheel. And then it's just parting shots if you have a good matchup into it. Very annoying. Dratini, we can send out our fairy type. Even though Fairy Wind is our only stab move. Okay. Trumbeak, bad matchup. Let's send out Donzodon. Yeah, Bite. We don't really have anything better than Bite. Although it's still a two-shot. That's just how good Mawile is. Raticate? If it's Alolan... it doesn't really make much of a difference. Let's just stay in. Okay, it is Alolan, so we can just Fairy Wind it. Although it still doesn't do much damage. Yeah, Donzodon was never at risk there. Oh, okay. Our Shroomish is finally evolving. Gachiakuta realizing its full potential. And I don't think I'll delay the evolution for the sake of getting a Spore. So, here we have it. Breloom learning Mach Punch. I think I will delete. This is always a challenge figuring out what move to delete. I want Grass Stab even though it's special and Breloom is a really good physical attacker. Stun Spore has had utility for me, but I think we really want to focus on going all out on the offensive when we have a Pokemon as strong as Breloom in the party. And, okay, the AI was smart enough to switch out when it detected a bad matchup, but is it going to do it again? No. Okay, Ninkata. Yeah, Howl can take that on. And Ember will probably get the one-shot. Ninkata's defense is higher than its special defense. Should I be worried about Rock Slide? Apparently not. The AI definitely would have used it there. Oh, okay, so it looks like we have options. Okay, let me just look at the map. We have several ways to go from here. We can go south and then go west and bypass this route, which apparently has strong trainers. Or we can just go straight up and fight the trainers. Or we can go north to... No, we can't go north. What am I saying? This way was blocked off. It's a south-only route, so we can either go around or go north. I kind of want to see what was on the ranch, since we're being given an ultimatum here, pretty much. This, I don't know, if I was making a ROM hack where breeding was incentivized, I would probably put Ditto close to the daycare. So maybe these two Pokemon that we haven't seen yet contain Ditto. World famous Moo Moo Milk. Maybe one of them is Ditto and the other one is Miltank. Is there a way to get around there to the TM? There is, okay, great. But let's get this item first. Miracle Seed, that could actually be useful. We have a grass type on our team. I imagine this woman is selling Moo Moo Milk. Yes, okay. That's usually worth it, so I'll take a dozen. They'll probably come in useful when we're fighting the Elite Four, since I tend to not use healing items. This guy just like a burglar sneaking onto a farm to shear all the sheep? That's crazy. I wonder if that's happened in real life. You know, so you run a farm, someone sneaks onto your farm at night, and you wake up in the morning, check on your sheep, and they're all naked. I would be pretty unnerved, I don't know about you. Okay, nick it. Yeah, let's send out Tonton. We want to shake off those accuracy drops anyway. Okay, that's definitely not going to fly. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I would be pretty terrified if I saw my sheep shorn by the time I woke up in the morning. Like, is that worse than the Chupacabra? Like, at least the Chupacabra you can say it's a supernatural entity, you know, like, just attribute that to a force of nature. But if your sheep are shorn, that's a guy. Like, that's a guy. A guy just stole all your sheep's wool. And it's one thing to steal sheep's wool, but Mareep's wool? Like, the Mareep aren't going to shock him in defense of themselves? They're just going to let themselves get shorn by some guy? That's crazy. I would not take that. Okay, there's an item we're going to have to backtrack to get. I will probably cut out the path of backtracking, but we're not quite there yet. Pichu, Clevitus can take on, even though we'll get outsped, it's not going to do anything to us. Ralts, Don can take on. We're starting to get a bit low in HP, but against these baby Pokemon I'm not very concerned. Togepi, an actual child. Not even one of the types of children that are good in Little Cup. It just is. Although I heard Togepi is pretty good in Do Not Use, where Pokemon like Beldum and Love Disc are like the most broken things in the game. I think Alolan Diglett was banned from Do Not Use. Wild. What is this way? Ranch Glade. Watch out for territorial Pokemon. Okay, that grass to my west, I don't know, that grass that I just walked through definitely should not be like that. I feel like that's a tile error for sure. Floette, Don can take on with Vice Grip if nothing else. Cacnea, that's a job for Howl probably. Ouch, Poison Jab could have poisoned there, so I'm glad. Actually, that would have been where the Petra Berry kicked in. But yeah, this grass just looks odd. Okay, let's... Oh, there's an Ampharos here. We can probably fight it, but I don't know. Maybe I want to catch it just for completion's sake. Oh, it's guarding a Megastone. Maybe I do want to catch it after all. Okay, let's see what it's got. It is level 30, so it is ahead of us by a good deal, but you know, that's We have a ground type, so we can pretty much hard wall it, hopefully. Ampharos doesn't exactly get a deep move pool or anything like that. And if I wanted to get... Okay, well, I guess it can actually do something to a ground type. Let's try to chuck some Pokeballs at it early because it is on a timer thanks to Leech Seed. Oh wow, okay, I grossly underestimated this thing. I apologize, Ampharos. I was unfamiliar with your game. Okay, and it's busting all my Pokeballs here. Do I have any Great Balls? I only have 3. Ouch. Okay, well now Electro Ball is probably gonna do significant damage, so I don't want to kill it though. Let's go for Mega Drain. Ampharos has really good special defense, especially after being boosted by Charge. Ah, that was close. Okay, it can be caught for sure. I think we only have 1 or 2 shots though. Okay, we have 3 Ultra Balls. I think now is a good time to use them. Okay. It busted out, but I do actually want to catch this thing, so I saved just then, so I'll reset and then bring us back. Some may call it scumming, but I don't actually care. This is an Ampharos. It's not game-breaking or anything, so I'll bring us back. Okay, that took a few attempts, not gonna lie, but eventually we made it. I did use all my Great Balls and a single Ultra Ball, kind of like the first attempt we made. Except this time it actually worked, and we get a few levels off of that, which is pretty nice. Don learns Iron Defense. Not sure how useful that'll be, but it'll probably be more useful than the 30 base power Astonish. That is really only useful against Pokemon like Ralts that aren't weak to bite. Whew, okay. I'm not sure if I'll use this thing. But if I do, I want to give it a nickname. So let me think of something and then come back to you. Okay, we're back. I thought of a name, Nocia. Okay, that was weird. That was a blank text box. Kind of scared me. I thought the game might have crashed for a second. But Nocia, relatively recent sci-fi anime set in outer space on a spaceship with all sorts of wacky characters. So I figured it would be good for an electric type. And it looks like that was our only reward for going out of our way to go here. Although an Ampharos site early is pretty nice. Maybe we can Mega Evolve it the moment we get our Mega Ring. This guy's definitely got a southern accent written into his text. My wife sails it out in the pasture. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Okay. Oh, real ornery Pokemon. Yeah, that's definitely the Ampharos. Is there a nearby spot to heal? We did kind of get a bit roughed up in that battle. I mean, there's the daycare, right? We can't exactly heal here, but we can just do the old trick of depositing all our Pokemon in the PC and then withdrawing them. So I think I'll do that. Alright, while we're at the PC, I might as well check on Nocia. It has a Jolly nature, which raises speed, lowers special attack. Not the best, but it's fine. I did confirm that it is possible to change natures in this game. I also confirmed that the Toxic Orb does exist and is obtainable, so eventually Gachiakuta will have a good item to hold. Let's see, there are strong trainers to the north and a longer path to the west, so I think I'll take on the stronger trainers, although I am seeing an item that I want to get. We already battled that guy. And it looks like we already started going on the path southwest. And there is a city there, but I kind of want to see what's going on to the north. There's a fisherman, so Clevitas won't be the best matchup. I think Gachiakuta can handle it for sure. I'm not even sure if you can fish off this bridge mechanically, like, it's even possible to do that. Ah, this Chinchou is being really annoying. Let's swap. Shoulder is pure water, so Rock Slide isn't going to be super effective. Okay, wow, this guy just really likes confusion and paralysis. Okay, but even after the paralysis, we can still outspeed, so that's something. Clevitas can lead. Is it possible to fish off this bridge? Oh, there's the nurse right there, so we can heal. That's pretty convenient. No, you can't even fish off this bridge. This guy's just lying. Okay, breaks in, physical breaks in using Howl to boost its physical offense. Not something you see every day. Even though Clevitas is on the verge of leveling up and Fire Punch needs the experience, I think Chansey gives out a crazy amount of experience, and I want to give that to Clevitas. Unless we get put to sleep. Okay. We grow to level 24, and we grow to level 25 as well. That's what I was talking about with the experience. Okay. So now Fire Punch is really behind. Okay, Duat, not a good matchup. But it's also not going to do much damage. Okay, well, we're also not going to do much damage with this Mawile, and it might have Fairy Wind, so I think I'll swap out to Fire Punch, who definitely needs the experience. Although Crunch does get the defense drop. Can it KO? Yes, it can. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Mawile is a really good Pokemon, man. Whoever has a Mawile on their team is really smart and definitely made a good choice. Okay, looks like this Duet actually has really good special defense. This is a case where I probably would have liked to have Dunspoor, but it's okay. We can heal off the damage it's doing and just KO it with Mach Punch as long as we don't hurt ourselves in confusion. Farfetch'd, I thought it would be Galarian, that's why I sent out Howl, but since I know it's not, Donzodon is just as good a matchup. And we can just whittle it down with Bite. Okay. We managed to win, and there's a hidden item over here in Ether. Not bad. Those are usually in short supply, but I think since this route looks to be pretty long, I think I'll end the episode here so that we don't have another 40-minute episode. I checked the time, it's like 25 minutes or so, so now is a good time to end it. Hopefully next time we'll make it to the city. If need be, I'll go back around to the west and retrace our way south so we can get more experience if we don't hit the level cap. But until then, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time, and goodbye.